Shalom, shalom, Yasha Allah. I'm going to start off first things first, giving our praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakadash, which in the pleasure who tongues, great names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of the great millstone, and shalom to your sister brothers living in this truth, and shalom to you brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. So, check it out, Yahshua, what I got for us today. Something that's going to have, I notice prophecy sometimes comes like a domino effect. Like one incident or prophecy will lead into another prophecy. And as I do this lesson, we're going to walk it down. I'm going to show you how a certain prophecy is coming to pass. And what it's going to do is it's going to make another prophecy come to pass. And I say, we really at the end game, because this thing's about to start knocking them over like dominoes. And what we're going to get on today, we're going to talk about Amalek, the chief tribe of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. The chief tribe of them is Amalek, which nowadays they call themselves Jewish. And they're the ones that's sparking all this war that we're seeing. They're going to be the ones who spark World War III, which is already pretty much started. It just ain't got everybody else ain't involved, but it's already, the beginning stages of it been started. And the Lord said that that was going to happen. And the dynamic of this is so great because for the first time in my lifetime, they're going to have to go to war with the tag of being the bad guy. That's usually that didn't happen in times past. They'll spin the narrative, use their media, and they'll make the country the bad guy, and they'll look like the good guy. But I noticed with this new war, that's not going to be so. And I'm going to show you various accounts of that with some clips to show you that they don't have the narrative anymore. The prophets of Yahweh Bashem was out. The word is going out, and with the word going out, the truth is going out. And it's done. Now Esau, Edom, Amalek, the chief tribe, the 1948ers, they got to do their dirt with their mask on being the bad guy. I let the clip say mask off. So I'm going to get a precept and we're going to play the clip. And we're going to break it down who Amalek is. So I want to start with, this is Exodus 17 and 16. It says, "For he have said, because the Lord have sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation." Proving that, because you got vocab Malone trying to say that all of the Amalekites and all the Edomites are done away with. No. We're not in the kingdom of heaven. That hasn't happened yet. So Amalek is still here, which when you go to plural is Amalekites. The Amalekites are still here. They are the chief tribe of Esau. So they're the bankers. They got all the money. They the one calling the shots. And the Lord said he will always have war with them from generation to generation. And World War III is to end their rulership. That's why they're so nervous about this war, because they know the word like we know the word. They done stole the word. So they know this gospel. They know that this is their end. But they trying to put it in our minds and paint it to us that, oh, it's America, Israel strong. We're going to do like we always do. We're going to smash them out. And it's going to be good old Babylon, Great America, and good old, Israel. Because they're connected at the hip. Because one is the money and one is the sword. So the Lord said he's going to have war with them. And the war, we can see the Lord is already stripping them. Straight up stripping them. So let's play the clip. And we're going to see a clear example of that. You're going to see some American journalists or news anchors, whatever you want to call them, talking heads. And they're going to be calling out the Zionist bankers. They're going to be calling them out. Amalek. They're going to call them out on their stuff. And then what I want you to do, Yahshua, peep what the 1940 area got to say back to what, because there's two media personalities going to be talking. Candace Owens, which she appears to be an Eve, and you got Tucker Carlson, who appears to be an Edomite. Two of them are like supposed to be independent news media, and they're going hard on the Jewish people right now. And don't think they got a good heart, moral code. All it is, they not getting paid no more. Then they cut their water off. So you cut their water off, now they're going to pull your dirt out. And all of that is happening because the Lord wants to expose Amalek. Because before he destroy Amalek, he's going to expose Amalek. So check out the clip and check out what this devil got to say. That you going to know they the devil. Y'all try to check the pride on this dude. I want y'all to peep that. The level of pride this devil got. So check it out.
To Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, I don't like any of these anti-Semites, and I'm not shy about it.
Why do you support Israel against, for example? Why do you support America giving them billions of dollars?
Well, I don't. I don't want the United States involved in anything that's morally indefensible or counter to its own interests.
We're not going to win their hearts and minds because they don't have hearts and they don't have minds.
What has happened to the children and the women of Palestine is a perfect act of evil, and I will not support it. I will not support it because I am a Christian.
In the specific case of Israel, I hate the fact that civilians are killed with American weapons. I hate it. I hate it in Gaza.
There's no reason to think we're ever going to convince them, but we can put them in jail. We can make their lives miserable. We can cut off their funding.
This is my country. My birthright is free speech. And if you're telling me what I'm allowed to say in my country, you're my enemy.
I'm not gonna bend the knee to Israel. I will never bend the knee to evil.
Okay, y'all. So did y'all see that? Did y'all heard that devil said? He said that we can defund them and put them in jail. This is a whole nother country on the east side that they stole. 1948ers, it was established, Balfour Declaration. And they're telling American news personalities that they cannot say anything bad. They always use that anti-A word, the anti-Semitic word. Once they label you that, they're able to attack you. And he said we're going to defund them and put them in jail for using their First Amendment rights, showing that that country doesn't care about the American Constitution and showing that they rule Babylon the Great. They rule America and they tell people what to do. He said it's so easy. Then he going to say they don't have hearts and minds. And I'm like, really? That goes to you, Amalek. Because they're over there, doing what they doing to those people. Because, this thing is so tricky. I don't even want to, say that word. Because this will get the lesson clip. Because we're on a touchy subject right now. But what they're doing is they're unaliving people. And because of all the alternative media, and everybody has a camera phone. They got a camera on their phone. Everybody can film it and it's getting out. That stuff didn't happen in the 90s. That stuff didn't happen early 2000. What they put out is what they put out. Now there's a counter to that. And then it's so bad in the spirit of Yahushua is on to expose these devils that, they just looking crazy right now. They just got to go down with their pants down. That's biblical prophecy. The Lord said that he would make them bear. He said he would do that. So let's watch a couple clips. And I'm going to put a precept that's going to show that. So let's get some more clips because they going hard on them. So they know they got to neutralize Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. So here's the kicker, Yasharala, which I'm trying to work this thing down slow, but it's just the spirit really flowing. That's why I'm watching this carefully. If they end up doing something to Tucker Carlson or Candace Owens, giving them jail time or defunding them, the prophets are next. These devils know they got to shut the truth off. They got to cut it off and then sell the public they lie. But you can't sell the lie if the truth is out. So they have to muzzle people. So if they'll muzzle people that was yapping for them not too long ago, years ago, they was on their side. So they must quit paying them. And now they're against them. They're going to go for the prophets. So check this out, because they going hard on them. Check out Candace Owens roast one of these small hatters right here.
You're
There's two main reasons why I think America should be spending money and keep funding
Should or
Israel.
not?
Should.
Okay.
Should. The first is that Israel is on the forefront of technology, especially with the military, since they are constantly at war. And the way I see it is that if Israel falls, God forbid, then America will be next.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for sharing that. The first thing that I would say to you is, yes, you're right. Israel has a ton of technology. Who paid for it? Yeah. If I'm wondering if, like, we spent our money here, could we have the same technology? I'm asking the question, if we stop sending our money overseas to build up other nations, I would imagine that we could maybe fund our own technology here. Second thing is, you said that, you know, if Israel wasn't there, America would collapse. Did America not exist before 1948? It's just stunning to me that people think that we're so weak. We had a country before Israel became a state, right? So I think that, to me, feels very faithless in America.
Now that's bad. That's bad, y'all, Charlotte. You getting stomped by Candace Owens, and she made perfectly good sense. Hey, that's why we call her small hatter. See, he had a small hat on, and went up there and said that ridiculous out his mouth, and she just said, use some logic, and straight, man, cut that dude to pieces. Like, Israel's only strong because of the sword of Babylon the Great. When you think about it, 1948, they're really a welfare state. They sucked the resources from Babylon the Great, use their military infrastructure to keep themselves up, and then want to be proudly talk like they so strong and y'all ain't gonna make it without us. That's gaslighting. That's what Amalek does right now. He gaslights another country. Now, when you look at these slow, red-bellied, beer-drinking Edomites, they believe anything the small hatters kick out. They believe anything the media say. They don't even know this is going on right now. They just Trump, you know. And their biggest problem is Amalekites. They suck everybody's resources and then make you fight their wars. They live good based on the work that Babylon Great America puts in. And Candace Owens just lopped dude off. And she's like, hold up, bro. We help you establish your country. What you talking about? We ain't gonna make it, you know, without America. And this man lopped that dude up, man, showing that Amalek, he done lost the whole narrative, the whole sway. Man, people wouldn't have dared talk like that just 5 years ago, Yashrala. 10 years ago. Wouldn't nobody say nothing to them small hatters. They had complete control, complete rule. Now people are questioning them, and that's why they got to come with that great wrath. Their time is short because they know now they being questioned. They're not used to being questioned about their atrocious acts that they commit. Now they are. And Candace Owens got a big platform, and Tucker Carlson got a big platform. So some Edomites about to get a little sense now and understand what their problem is. Like, oh, hold up. You know, this is going to make Esau divided. You have your regular Edomite, and you have your Amalekite Edomite. They going to start banging. Because the broke Edomite going to be like, hey, man, you taking my tax reason I'm broke. I don't like y'all. So they're showing the Lord is making Satan divided against himself. So let's get another clip.
Israel cannot exist without being propped up by the United States.
You think so?
Its nuclear program came from the United States. Its weapons come from the United States. Its economy is supported by the United States. I'm not attacking Israel. I'm just saying in point of fact, I think that's true. And, I mean, Israel thinks it's true, or they wouldn't have armies of lobbyists and influencers in the United States. Bibi wouldn't have shown up twice in the past 3 months.
Any country, if there is any country out there that fundamentally cannot exist without being subsidized by American taxpayers, then not only should that country not exist, but that country already does not exist. It's not really.
That's interesting.
It's not really a country,
right? No, it's.
Yeah, they up here laughing.
There's two main
about
reasons why I think America should.
You see that, Yashua? They up here laughing about, you know, Amalekite being a welfare state. So, man, let's go get the scriptures on that, because this is big. This is something that didn't happen back in the day, but it's happening now because of this prophecy, and it's gonna come with some consequence to Babylon the Great, because they're gonna shut them people up. Because the devil, he getting that work. You know, everybody pulling out they mess and they nastiness, and the UN is showing, oh man, y'all up here unaliving people, using another country's stuff. It's real bad. So check it out. This is Habakkuk 2 and 16 says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. That's what we peeped in them clips. They was shameful spewing on their glory. Amalekite glory is that they got IMF banks in everybody's country, a central bank, to where they sucking your money through what they call taxes and put you in debt. That's what Amalekite does. They're bankers. And now everybody got, they spewing on their glory. They took, Israel from a group of people, really took it from us, because we the ones belong there, and they just looking real bad, y'all. It's all kinds of, let's say, even AI is calling them out. They say, they know their time is short. Their own system, artificial intelligence, is calling them out. To the devils, it's the fear. Because of what? It said, the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee. That's Yahushua. These Amalekites, they feeling the presence of Yahushua, and they're scared. That's why they about to mash on the 2/3 of the children of Israel real bad, because they're scared. They feel their pressure now. They're like, hold up, man, my media used to work so good, and we paint the lies, and everybody believe us, but all this, Hamas and Hezbollah, all that's falling flat on his face. And everybody's looking at the Amalekites like, y'all are the problem. Y'all the ones doing this. You're taking peace from the earth. And at that, they investigating and looking up at all they dirt. So that's the Lord talking about, your foreskin should be uncovered. Now they got to do what they do, and they got to do it naked. They got to do it as, you're the devil in the flesh. You're the synagogue of Satan. And everybody knows it. And everybody sees it. And it's just, man, it's got these devils looking bad. And what it's going to do is, it's going to lead to another prophecy. And what they're going to do, they're going to look to silence people. They're going to use that anti-A word, use legislation. They already got Trump going on legislation real hard. And they're going to crack down on anybody that speaks out against the small hatters. They're going to seek to unalive you. And that's going to lead to, let's go to Amos. Because then they're going to want to come after us. Right now, everybody worried about us. We in the cut putting out the truth. Where all these famous people bicker back and forth. But once they get them silenced and they see us on the highway and hedges, they're going to be like, oh, no, we got to shut up them black Hebrew Israelites. That's what they're going to label us, black Hebrew Israelites. And go on the campaign, somebody got to shut us up. Because we claim we're the real people. So if we're claiming we're the real people, that shows them to be the frauds. People are investigating that now. The controversy of Zion is on full display now. So people start saying, hey, man, you said you Jew-ish. Ish mean liking or pertaining to. So now people starting to look like, man, I don't think you don't fit the curses. Y'all just got there in 1948. You don't fit. So if you don't fit, who is? And woo, they don't want that. They're not ready for that tea, y'all Shrawler. So this is what's going to happen. So we'll go to Amos 8 and 11. It says, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, and a famine of bread, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the word of the Lord. They're going to shut us down, y'all Shrawler. Once that anti-A word really, start coming down on anybody that says anything outside of their narrative, and once they make it, they're going to do it with a law, y'all. So they're going to make it against the law to speak the truth of the Bible. They're probably going to outlaw the Bible. That's how they're going to do it. And once they outlaw the Bible, I'm pretty sure the apostle elders going to tell us, hey, the job is done. Y'all stay somewhere prayed up. Continue, to study, yourself. But the highway hedges, that work is done. Because that prophecy going to be filled. When it said the hearing of the word, that's the famine of the word. So they're going to be, that's when people going to want the truth. Once the Bible get banned, that's when people going to have a lot of questions. Like, oh, hold up. That's what's going to hit them like, oh, it's real. And they're going to be looking for us, and they ain't going to find us because we going to be put up. We're going to be being prudent. The prudent man perceived the evil and hiding himself, loosely paraphrasing. And they're not going to find us. And, hey, a lot of children of Israel going to be destroyed because they didn't get the word while they had the liberty. Like right now, everything is still going on. They got the liberty to get this word. Me and my Aki go out there week in and week out. Don't nobody come out there, anybody trying to hear what we got to say. A lot of times they get aggravated what we're saying. So once the word get put up, because he doesn't gonna come down with great wrath, they're gonna cut that legislation. Like, you better not say nothing outside of what we say. And they're gonna outlaw the Bible, because the Bible doesn't support Edomites. It sure don't support Amalek, the chief tribe of Esau. So then they're gonna just outlaw the Bible. And we're very close to that prophecy being fulfilled, Yasharallah, because they're been under attack. They're under attack from low-level people. They used to work for them. And then you got Jake on TikTok. That's why they don't like TikTok. That's on a ban. I said it's on a ban, but if Trump don't, extend it, then TikTok goes bye-bye. Because you got Jake on TikTok getting information, getting it out. They're going to probably shut down the YouTube or restrict it greatly. Because we on the YouTube putting the truth out. And these devils, it's about to get real ugly for them. So let's get to where Amalek came from. And what you're going to do is go to Genesis and to tell you where he came from and who they are. You go to Genesis 36:16. And it says, these talk the dukes, the sons of Esau. And then you go to Genesis 36:16 and reads Duke Korah, Duke Catam, and Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came on elephants in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Adar. So that's one of the sons of Esau. And I'm going to go get this in the NRT. One of the rare versions where I like it in the NRT because it lets us know that they're a chief tribe of Esau. Because if you go to the NRT version, it says Korah, Catam, and Amalek. These were the chiefs descended from elephants in Edom. They were the grandsons of Adar. So when you look at the NRT, it tells you they were the chiefs descended. So Amalek is a chief tribe. That's a leader group of Edomites. And they got all the money because they're bankers. All wars are banker wars. They the ones manipulate everything. They the ones own all the media. That's why the Lord done made alternative media with regular people through technology. So now the devil like, dang, I can't even keep the narrative no more. We shouldn't even made all this stuff like that. Look what we done did now. Then AI saying they not the people. It's just all bad for Esau right about now. And I don't really care. I like what the Lord is doing to them. So that's what we looking at, Yasharallah. So Jacob's trouble's about to come real soon. Because they're losing. They done lost the narrative. It's gone. And I believe they're not getting it back. They're trying their best to do damage control and get it back, but it's making it worse. This truth is like a wildfire, and this is spreading and spreading, and every move they do makes it worse. So they just gotta go ahead and go butt naked and be the bad guy. There's no more covering cast for them. And then it's another precept that back up and say that when you go to Jeremiah 49:10, and it reads, "But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places. And he should not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not." See that? He said, I made Esau bare. And he has, man. Esau stripped straight naked, man. Everybody started looking at this devil for who he is. And it said uncover the secret places. That's all they little wicked councils. Jake's starting to figure that out. They starting to figure out who the Illuminati is. They're starting to figure out who the Freemasons is. Bilderberg, Trilateral Commission. Even the Jewish bankers, like Jake is starting to figure that out. So that's the secret place is getting found out. He got his APAC, his little lobbyists, how he buy out Congress, that's getting found out. Everybody talking about it. So this devil is really, he's really bare, and his seed is spoiled. Because the children don't get to come up and use that Jewish tag like that. That's under attack right now. So they're going to get to live the way they fathers did. Plus, man, when Yahushua come back, they about to go into slavery. So yeah, they spoiled. Especially over in Babylon the Great. These Edomites is smoking meth. And doing fentanyl, whatever little drug they get their hands on. They're spoiled. They're done. Gen Z is cooked for Esau. So his seed is definitely spoiled. And it's over with for E. Especially you see they creme de la creme, the Amalekites. When them getting attacked, that's how you know it's over with. That's the head, Yasharala. If Amalek gets knocked off, Esau ain't gonna have no more leadership. That's the head of Esau. Them bankers, man. But the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, that's them. And the Lord is attacking them right now. Hey, using the word and truth. They not even physically being attacked. They getting attacked because they lies being attacked. Their truth is attacking that lie that they put out. You know, and with me saying that, I might end off with this right here. Because this is the whole reason why they got to move quickly. This really destroyed their whole everything. The second Esdras 6:28, it says, as for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. Woo! This been declared through the prophets. And you can see now even truth been declared through little radio, TV talking personalities. Truth is going out. Hey, hard and heavy, man. These devils like, God dang, everybody coming up against us. They resources at an all-time low. And now you got to go against the world. They're going to fight against that. But then when Yahushua come, they can't fight against that. It's going to be an easy takeover. Easy. Esau's going to be easy work for Yahushua. So this devil got to move fast, because when Yahushua get here, that's a wrap. It's a wrap for this devil. You know, Lord going to make quick work of him in 1 quick hour. And Esau going to be all clapped up. You're going to be done, man. You know, straight ashes. So we ain't got much longer, y'all, Charlotte. We just got to buckle up. It's going to be a rough ride, because this devil has a time period where he gets to attack the nation of Israel. And that's what they're going to do. And I'm talking about real Israel, too. I'm talking about us, Yasharala. They get a chance to do that. So we got to, you know, stay prayed up and pray the Lord have mercy on us and keep us, you know, in his protection, under his wings. You know, according to Psalms, the 91st chapter. Because we're going to need that. This devil got high technology that he's going to throw at us. And Lord willing, that standard gets lifted on our behalf, and we get to crush this devil. So, with that being said, you know, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashar Allah, and stay locked in, because Yahushua is quickly on the way. Shalom.